my subscribers as well my newest subscribers, thank you all for coming. Now for today I'm going to demonstrate to you on how I cook my delicious brown stew pork with Caribbean style rice and peas and shredded vegetables. Now guys, this demonstration is worthwhile watching. You don't want to miss it, so stay tuned and I'll be right back. Thanks for tuning in. Now you're the board of approximately 3 pound of pork, right? That's 3 pound of pork. So if you notice the water red, right? Even though we rinsed it off already, I want to get some water on it. And that's what I'm saying. So when you come on the red meat and support, guys, if you're interested, wash it thoroughly. Red meat and support has to be washed thoroughly. So I'm going to rinse this, a couple of times just to get rid of the red water, you know what I mean? Want to make sure the water is clear. Alright, one more time. One more time. Then I'm going to get some water, Now bear in mind, my pork was cleaned up. Pick off the ear off, right? Because sometimes when you even get the pork, you may have 1 or 2 of ear on it, you know what I mean? So after you go ahead and clean up, clean up entirely. And make sure it's properly cleaned up. Let me throw some of the water off, right? Too much water. And then I'm going to get my lime juice and vinegar. Alright. So I'm gonna add some Carol's juice. Alright. Next I'll be adding some vinegar. That's Robert's vinegar. I will ensure you wash the meat thoroughly, right? So when it comes down to washing meat, guys, and I'm gonna use my vinegar and lime juice. Vinegar and lime juice makes a perfect combination when washing any form of meat. You know what I mean? Any form of meat kind. Just ensure you use the lime juice and vinegar. So I'm gonna rub it up, like so. And then I'm going to let it sit for a few minutes in the water, right? Just let it sit for a few minutes in the water. Make it go and soak up some of the vinegar and lime juice water, alright? And then I'll come back and I'll just throw it off and then rinse it. Alright, so it's now time to give it a stir again, and then I'm going to throw the water off, alright? I'm just going to throw the water off now. Then I'm going to rinse it. Alright, simmer pork look white and pretty. That's how pork should be, you know, white and pretty, you know what I mean? No, I know most of you probably don't eat pork, but hey, that's just the way it is. Some people eat pork, some don't eat it. You know what I mean? So that's how the thing set. Alright, so pork is now washed and washed thoroughly. So I'm gonna get my ingredients, as in my garlic and pepper. Garlic, pepper, and the pimento berry. You know what I mean? To season the meat. Alright, so let's keep on tuning in for that. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead now and add my dry ingredients. And that would have been some dash season, and this has herb and garlic. Alright, so I'm gonna sprinkle some of that dash season here on the pork within the bowl, like so, you know what I mean? Then I'm gonna get my Maggi purpose. See there, Maggi purpose. That's Maggi season up all purpose, right? So this season can use for chicken, fish, pork, just about any kind of meat. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead now and add the Maggi pepper season on the pork within the bowl, like so. And I'm adding the all-purpose season as called the amount of pork that I have in the bowl. Alright? So I'm using my discretion when I add the dry ingredients. Alright, so after adding the dry ingredients, I'm gonna go ahead and add some crushed garlic. Crushed garlic. Alright, yes, crushed garlic. And then I'm gonna add some scotch bonnet pepper. I'm using half scotch bonnet pepper, right? Not one whole, because this scotch bonnet pepper is extremely hot, so I decided just to use half only, not the whole thing. And I'm using the seeds along with it, right? So the seeds along with it. So what I'm gonna do next is to get myself a rubber glove. Just a minute. Next, I'm gonna add some fermented berries. No, I just crushed these berries. So I put them in the paper towel and then I crush it. Right, so I'm gonna pour the fermented berries within the bowl here with the pork. Then I'm going to get me some jerk season. So here I have my blended jerk season. So I'm just gonna put 2 spoons in it and add a little bit. Alright, so I'm gonna rub it up now. Rub it up, rub it up, rub it up. Now season meat, they want to ensure to make sure that the meat is properly coated. So if I notice that I'm using my hand not just to rub it up like so, but to go underneath and turn them over. So that means you see the one them that never got coated, that from the bottom comes to the top and everything mixes up like so. Just watch my hands carefully. So my hand go underneath and come up and pick them up and spin them over, because we need everything to be to properly season. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So just go in with my hands and just dip it up, come over, you know, and see there now, see it. And that's a miserable glove too, because you know what? You see the blended jerk season, it's full of pepper, you know, and then we put pepper in like that in the same way. But you know what's up with pork already, because pork is something that need no pepper, you know. You know what I mean? For real. Yeah man, the real man. Pork. Yeah. See it there? Pork and season pan thing, you know what I mean? Yeah man, cause this is my Sunday dinner, you know. The real man. So make sure I season it up from today, Saturday. You know, tomorrow. And make sure it's properly coated cause pork not just, you just don't rub season pan pork and piece of pork season, you know. You gotta make sure it's properly coated. So you make sure so you keep stirring and massaging and just to ensure it's properly coated, you know what I mean? That's all. So that's why you see me spinning around and come back around and carry on and, you know what I mean? That's just the thing. Alright, so it should be okay. It should be okay, you know what I mean? As you can see, so nice cut, you know. You know, nice cut pork. That too fatty. I mean, like when pork fatty, you know. So when it's fatty, that turn off for me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna buy it still, so you have to tell me who say the fan good when I buy it. Yeah, man, try it, you know. Till tomorrow morning. You know what I mean? That's what I'm gonna keep my Sunday dinner. Alright? Just keep on tuning in. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Teaching everyone. Alright, so you know about I have some peas. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wash the peas, alright? You know, I friend work last night and you know due to the fact that I work last night I never get the chance to really put the pieces of from last night, you know what I mean? But I'm telling you guys, I just say things because you know when they're tired, right? Yeah, so I worked last night until up to 11 o'clock and I was really tired, me I tell you. So when I got home I just had to have a shower and drink some water and then just turn into bed because I was really tired. You know what I mean? But I get up this morning and as you can see, we start the ball already. So here in the bowl, I'm just washing some peas. You know what I mean? Washing some red peas, you know what I mean? Because I want to cook some rice and peas. Alright, so now the thing is, you know, if I didn't put my peas soaked from last night, cooking it this morning would have been easy, you know what I mean? Because that's why the peas would have softened. When I say softened, I'm talking about it that absorb the water. So it would be tough, you know what I mean? It kind of have a soft feeling to it. So they're more easier to cook. But because it's kind of hard right now, it's going to take a longer time, but that's just how it is, you know what I mean? You know, when I'm tired, I'm just tired. So I'm just going to wash this and ensure it's washed thoroughly. Then I'm going to put it on. There's water. You don't wash the peas, you know, guys. You know, you may have particles and stuff like that in it. You know what I mean? So you just want to make sure that nothing is in there besides from the water and the peas in the bowl. So as you can see, water clear. There's nothing in it besides the peas and the water. Alright, that's the way I like it. Now while the peas is on the flame, alright, I'm gonna cover it and allow it to come to a boil. Now if you notice the shade of the water start to change because it was clear, but because the water is getting hot, then you can see the peas start to shed the color already, right? Now just keep on tuning in and you will see on how I sink the peas and all that process, right? It's quite simple, there's nothing to it. There's nothing to it, so it's quite simple. So just keep on tuning in, alright? As you can see now, the water is now coming to a boil. And you can see a great difference within the water. You know what I mean? And notice the water shade has changed. Alright, so because it's boiling now, so because it's boiling now, you want to know, say, the color from the peas. Yeah, the color from the peas. My daughter's calling me. Oh, hold on just a minute, guys. Yes, as I said before, back to what I was saying. The peas, seeing this is how the red peas is cooked. So what I'm gonna do, as soon as the water reaches down to a certain level, I'm gonna pour some water in, right? So when I pour some water in, that's called sinking the peas. So to get a red rich look from the peas itself, all I have to do is just to pour some water. As soon as it boils down, pour more into it, right? Keep on pouring when it boils down, and that's where you're gonna get that red rich look. And I'm telling you guys, it's quite simple, you know, there's nothing to it, you know what I mean? Just have some patience when you're doing this, because it takes time. You know, it's not like the peas that's in the can. We can take and throw in a pot with the peas and everything, with the rice and everything, you know what I mean? When I do it this way, it's more better. See, because you know what, I do it from scratch, you know what I mean? You're not taking anything from no tin or the coconut milk from the pack. You're doing it straight naturally from the beginning of it, you know what I mean? So I'm showing you now how you see the peas. So what I'm gonna do is just to give this at least 5 minutes. After giving it 5 minutes, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna pour some water in it, right? And allow it to come back to a boil again, and then just allow it to continue to boil until we get that red rich look. You know what I mean? That I require for my rice and peas, because see, the thing is, if I don't get the red rich look, you know, my rice and peas is not gonna be looking red. You know what I mean? The peas gonna kind of look, not the peas, sorry. The rice is gonna look a little bit white if you don't add as much peas into it, or if you don't sink the peas the correct way. The correct way as in mean just keep on sinking it and allow it to boil and keep on sinking it, and that way you'll get a red rich look. See? So just keep on tuning in and you'll see how I get it done. Now while the peas is cooking, right, I'm going to attend to the coconut. Alright? So let's keep on tuning in. Now while the peas is cooking, I'm gonna attend to my coconut. Right? So here's my native coconut. So what I'm gonna do, as I said before, the coconut has 3 holes, right? Now this one can be open, this one cannot be open, but this one can. So all I need to do is just poke my knife into the hole. Just poke the knife into the hole like so, and screw it around, and then there it is. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to suck the water from I'm going to suck the water through this hole right here. You know, because the water is not gonna pour out in a container. So what I'm gonna do is just to suck it out. Guys, this is my cultivation. Alright, so it's now finished. So what I'm gonna do now is to break it open, right? So here by my sheet, right? Hold on just a minute. Yeah, so here by my sheet, so I'm going to my inside. Alright, so I'm not gonna use the whole coconut. Why? Because this one is really big. So I'm going to use these 2 pieces right here. Right? So I'm gonna break it. Break this piece now. That's what it is when I break coconut. When I break it sometimes they just fly God elsewhere, you know what I mean? Yeah, so after breaking the coconut, I'm just going to ox it out. So we're gonna separate the coconut itself, which is the nut, from the shell. So what I do is use a tip of the knife like right here, you have to do it, find a corner and work it. You know what I mean? I have to be careful too, because if you're not aware of what you're doing, you can get cut. So you have to be aware. So find a corner, work a knife like so into it. Then when doing so, you can just make a twist. You know what I mean? Because you wanna lose the coconut from the shell. Alright. So there it is. Alright, that piece more. That's across the counter. But we just keep on doing this to get them out. Yeah. Alright. There it is. So we got 3 pieces out, and there's 1 more piece of paint. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead now and pop this out. Like so. There it is. So our 4 pieces is now out. So what I'm going to do now is to wash it out. Why? Because you see, if you notice the shell, you know, the whole dust and all them things on the coconut, I don't need those to be on the coconut. So what I'm going to do is to wash it out, and then I'm going to cut it up. So stay tuned for that. Now, as we said before, this is the part we call sinking the peas. So I'm going to go ahead now and pour some water in the pot like so. And I'll go to come back to a boil again, and as soon as the water boils down, I'm gonna pour some more water into it, right? And this is how you can make the peas bread. Just keep on adding water. When the water boils down, add some more water. Alright, so the coconut is now washed, as you can see. Wash off clean, so I'm gonna cut them now. Now this is how I normally cut up the coconut, right? And this coconut is bone dry. You know what I mean? It's called native coconut. Now you know, sometimes when you go to the market, and if you don't know native coconut, trust me, you're in serious trouble, because you can get a coconut that is not even dry. You know what I mean? Now how you're gonna know it's not dry? By looking at it, you can tell. You know what I mean? You can tell by looking at it. You know what I mean? But you see, a lot of people, you know, have been fooled on several occasions getting coconut and it's not dry coconut, and when they burst open a jelly, you know, it's like them trying to force the process. You understand what I say? So it's not ready yet, but yet them pick them off the tree. So when you purchase it, I think so, okay, yeah, you get one nice coconut. It's when you burst it and realize that the coconut is no good. You know, it's a jelly you get instead of one native coconut to cook your dinner. Wait, but that's how I think so. Now this process won't take too long. As we said before, it's a big coconut and I'm only using half right, not the whole thing. Yeah. Alright, so this piece now, you know, some of them break up kind of small, some of it ease up to, you know what I mean? Kind of put them in the blender as is, you know? Want to make sure, say, and cut up to. Because they will probably broke off. Yeah, make sure you cut them to a size where you know, say, you know, it will blend up properly. Okay, you don't want to put the blender that too much of a strain, you know. Yeah, so I say, yeah, if they cut too big, it's like go put the blender and strain. So I don't want to do that. So cutting them up to this reasonable size is the ideal thing for me. Yeah. Alright, it's getting there. Now the peas are going cooking up. I came back to a boil. But I'll show you when I'm through cutting up the coconut here. Piece to go. It's a small piece. Let me see. There's nothing inside here. Right, there's nothing more inside the bowl. So this is the final piece. Final piece it is. Alright. So there it is. Coconut frills cut up and thing. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna place this aside until I'm ready to blend it. So just keep on tuning same way, alright? Alright, so as you can see now, the peas has came back to a boil. Well, the peas has came back to a boil. So as you can see now, look what the difference with the water. And when I'm telling you guys, when I sing the peas, no, this is what I'm talking about. You have to make sure so you get this red rich glow. You know what I mean? Because you want the rice and dish to look nice, you know, so you want to make sure say you proper, you know, follow the proper procedure. Follow the proper procedure and getting the rice and peas to have that red rich look. Alright? So I'm gonna add some more water to it again. And I'm not adding too much water at once, you know. I'm using a small cup. Right, to pour the water inside here. Right? So I'm going to pour now as you can see, a small cup into which it goes. And I'm going to allow it to come to a boil. Alright? Now while the peas is going to cook, I'm going to go ahead and blend the coconut and I'm going to extract it. Alright? So just want to keep on tuning in. Alright? Alright, so now I'm gonna start the blending process with my coconut. I'm gonna add the coconut to the blender. Adding the coconut to the blender. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. So I'm gonna get some water in the same container. The water within the blender now, within the blender top, like so. Then I'm going to put the cover on. Then I'm going to put the top on the base, like so. Make sure it says firmly sit. That's the properly sitting on top. Just sit it this way. Alright, the pepper sit. Now I'm going to cook it. Alright, so the coconut is now finished blend. So all I need to do now is to go get my strainer, my container, to extract the coconut milk. Alright, let me remove the let me just remove this, the top from off the blender base, then put it on the counter here. Alright, so I'm gonna remove the top from off the blender, then place it aside, then I'm gonna extract the coconut milk. So as you can see guys, look at the coconut milk. Now I'm gonna extract it by pouring the coconut milk through the strainer within the container before me. Right? So what I'm doing, so I'm allowing the water to flow through. Right? I'm just allowing the coconut milk to flow through. Then I'm gonna get a spoon to add some tension and a coconut trash within the strainer. Right? In order for the milk to continue to flow through, because as is, there's still milk within the trash here. So I'm just gonna add a little tension on it like so. And you can hear the water flowing through. Or should I say the coconut milk flowing through. Alright. Alright. So see there. Water flowing through. Coconut milk, water, whichever flowing through. I don't know. I'm getting tongue tied. I'm saying coconut milk and I'm saying water. I'm getting tongue tied. I don't know if it's because I did drink the coconut, I drink the water itself earlier from the coconut itself. So as you can see, there it is guys. My coconut milk is now extract, right? So what I'm gonna do is as soon as the peas is cooked, then I'll add my coconut milk to the peas, right? And then I'll allow it to continue to cook. Because the thing about it, is that you see the peas, I'm not gonna allow my peas to cook too soft, right? What I normally like to do is to cook it 3/4 way through. That means that it's not fully cooked, right? Because I'm gonna boil the coconut milk with the peas, right? So you know, so I don't want to squash out and mushy, as it mean too soft. So what I do is I allow the peas to cook 3/4 way through. Then I'm gonna add the coconut milk and allow the peas now and the coconut milk to go and boil together. Understand me? So when it's properly boiled, seeing that's when I can go so boom and get all my ingredients like some salt, my seasoning, my scotch bonnet pepper, my thyme, and my scallion. And I said, I saw the things sit in my kitchen. You know what I mean? So as I said before, you know, everybody cook different. You know what I mean? Everyone cooks different. But you see, this is my mother teaching. My mother teaching this, you know. This is not my doing, my mother teaching. So I'm still following my mother's footsteps. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's the way it is, you know. When you learn that thing, you know, it's hard to come out of you. It's hard to come out of you. But that's just how it is, right? So there you have it, my coconut milk. So I'm gonna let it sit until I'm ready to pour my coconut milk within the pot and allow it to go and cook with the peas, alright? So just keep on tuning in, alright? Alright guys, so I'm going to pour in the coconut milk now. Peas is cooked. So I'm gonna pour in the coconut milk. Coconut milk is in. And I'm gonna rinse it out with just a little water. Alright, so I'm gonna stir it around like so. Then I'm gonna pour it in. Next I'm going to cover the pot. Right? So while I cover the pot, right, I'm gonna allow the coconut milk to come to a boil. Then I'm gonna half mass cover because the same thing is that with coconut milk when it's boiling, it have an tendency if you wanna boil over. You know what I mean? So you have to really watch it. So the flame is turned up to make it boil up faster. So as soon as it starts to boil up fast, then we go reduce the flame. You know, and by turning it down and then allow it to take its own time and cook. You know what I mean? Because you know the coconut milk has to be boiled properly. You say cook, we say boil, you know what I mean? So that's just how it is. So just keep on tuning in, alright, same way, and you'll see how things get done here in my kitchen, alright? Alright, so the coconut milk has now come to a boil, as you can see. So it's boiling. So I'm gonna half mass it back like so because I don't want the coconut milk to boil over on the stove, right? I'm gonna just reduce the flame just a little bit. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead now and put the cooker on the stove and pour some water in it and then season it because I'm gonna put on the pork right now. No time for delay. Alright, so as you can see now the cooker is on the stove and I'm waiting for the water to come to a boil. But before it comes to a boil, I'm gonna go ahead and add some seasoning to it. Add some Maggi pepper season. You know, you may be wondering why am I seasoning the water and the meat is already seasoned? Because I'm using the water, right? Now when I use the water will cut some of the taste. You know what I mean? So that's why I just add a little Maggi pepper seasoning to it. And then what I'm gonna do is to put the meat in. Alright? So I'm gonna put in the meat now. And I'm gonna put the meat piece by piece, like so. Right? That's how it works. That's how it going on. See it there. So I'm gonna continue putting the rest of the meat inside the pot here. Right. So I put in meat tonight, you know. So 2 more pieces to go, right? So that's a piece, and I have 1 more piece to go. Now remember when I said, guys, that it's when you're gonna tenderize your meat, right? You don't want the water to be too much within the cooker. Just make sure that the water is level with the meat. You know what I mean? So see there, that's it right there. I don't need no more water in it. Right? And now I'm gonna scrape the seasons within the container, within the pre-cooker. Now I'm gonna catch a little water from the pipe. Just ready to the bowl. Just a little bit. And I get out some of the seasonings, you know, the blended season and the pimento seeds and everything, and just wash them down into the cooker. Alright? There you have it. Now I'm going to put the cover on like so, right? Until when it comes to a boil, then I'm going to turn it over and then we just put the weight on top. Alright? So just keep on tuning in. You know what I mean? And you'll see how things get done here. Where? In my kitchen, of course. Alright. Alright, so the meat within the cooker, yeah, it has now come to a boil. Alright, so the pot has boiled up now, so I'm going to cover it. See it now, guys, the pressure is now kicking, so I'm going to give it 5 minutes as I said before. When we give it 5 minutes, if I give it 5 minutes of pressure and turn the flame off and allow it to cool, and let me check it that it's not tender to my fruit. Then I'm gonna put it back on the flame and give it the next 5 minutes. Right, that's just how I get things done here, you know what I mean? Because some meat can be tough than some, you know what I mean? Because sometimes when you buy meat at the butcher shop, they get a mixture of different kind of meat. So we're talking about different animals, you know what I mean? They are the same animals, a mixture of meat. So some can be soft and some can be tough. So that's just a thing with these kind of meat that we, you know, be vigilant and check them and ensure that, you know, they're properly done to you, to your need, you know what I mean, to your soul. So just keep on tuning in, alright? Alright, so the coconut milk has now boiled until it starts to form custard. You see that in the pot, guys? That's coconut milk custard, alright? Now that's what I like to boil my coconut milk until it starts to form custard. So what I'm doing, you know, is just to give it a stir. Like so, you know what I mean? Just like so. Then I'm gonna take the wooden spoon out. Then I'm gonna add my seasonings, and that is some scallion, the one, my scotch bonnet pepper, and then some thyme. And these are just, you know, these are the seasonings for the rice and peas, you know what I mean? Because I tell you, if you don't have these seasonings, guys, there's no way rice and peas is gonna be, you know, where you want it. Because the coconut milk plays a very vital role. And matter of fact, you know what? Everything plays a very vital role. You cannot cook rice and peas without coconut milk, scallion, and thyme and pepper. You know, so all the seasonings or the ingredients are necessary, alright? Now I'm gonna add a pinch of salt. Going to add a pinch of salt. And this is just for taste. That should be alright. Now I'm gonna cover the pot and allow the continue to boil some more, right, until I'm ready to put in the rice. So keep on tuning in. Now I'm going to add the rice now to the boiled coconut milk. In the rice in the pot, I'm going to give it a stir. You want to ensure you give it a good stir. You know what I mean? You don't want the rice to be lumpy or stick it to the pot as you put in the rice in the pot. You know what I mean? Because that's just the thing, you know. If you don't take time out to pay attention to what you're doing, you're going to have some hiccups, you know what I mean? So you want to make sure that when you put in the rice in the pot, you just give it a stir, right? Like so, just give it a good stir. Just ensure that the rice is not lumpy in the pot, because you see, based on the fact that the coconut milk is hot, boiling is boiling hot, right? So pour in the peas. So the coconut milk is boiling hot, right? So pour in the rice will make it lumpy. So you have to ensure that when you pour in the rice, you stir it right away. You know what I mean? Because if you don't stir it, just leave it, trust me, it's not going to be turning out the way you want it, because it's going to be lumpy, right? And furthermore, you don't want it to be stick to the pot, so you just want to just do the right thing. Just do the right thing, alright? Alright, so I'm going to cover the pot now, and I'm going to allow it to come to a boil, alright? Now let's keep on tuning in. I'm going to check on the cooker, right, which is right next to the pot here on the next side. Alright, so The cooker is still here. It's cooling right now. At the turn of the flame, so it's taking its own time and cool. So I'm gonna give it some time to cool out before we can take this off and then release the cover. Alright. Right, as you can see, coconut milk boil. I'm getting my laps when I get in the tongue tied. Yeah, so coconut milk boil now, so as you can see in my pot there. For real, so I'm gonna cover the pot and allow it to continue to cook, right? Just allow it to go and take it one time and cook same. You know, the flame has reduced, right? Because remember that you don't cook rice and peas for high flame. You cook on medium heat, and as soon as the coconut milk boils down, then you reduce the flame. Alright? That's just how me do it. Maybe you do it differently, but that's just how I do it. You know what I mean? Alright, so I'm gonna take the top off the weight of the cooker. Then I'm gonna take out the cover. Like so. Right? Then I'm going to check the texture of the meat. Alright. I want to make sure it's properly pressured to my stool, so I'm using this fork to poke it, and I can see the texture of it. Now, if the meat was tough enough, then I can tell her, say, you know what, I'm gonna put it on back, but then it's okay. So I'm just gonna rest the cover back on the cooker until I'm ready to, pour it out in the pot, and then get all my seasonings and everything together to cook on the pork. You know what I mean? So just keep on tuning in. You know what I mean? You know you got ready. You know. Alright. So just keep on tuning in. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead now and take the pork out of the cooker and put them within the pot here beside me. Taking them out piece by piece and put them in the pot. So by doing so, I want to make sure they're properly placed within the pot. You know what I mean? I'm not just putting them in the pot just about any and every way. I'm just putting them in a certain way. You know what I mean? Yeah, so make space and just let them sit down properly in the pot. Seems like there's no more, so I'm going to pour now the same water that I used to pressure the meat. I'm going to pour some in the pot here, right? Now, I'm not going to pour everything in it, but just some. Alright? For now. Alright, let me just take out the seasonings like the ginger and garlic and so forth. Let's put them on in there. Now bear in mind, you know, these seasonings that I add to the meat was just to season it. You know what I mean? But I have to balance the season like the onion and the onion and the scallion and, you know, tomato and all them things there. All of just a season that I'm gonna add to the pot. Right? Now I'm gonna cover the pot and just allow it to sit for a few minutes until I get certain things together, like the seasonings and so forth. And I am going to light the stove and allow the meat to continue to cook, and then I add my seasonings to it. Then after adding the seasonings, then I'm going to add some other stuff that's needed to add to it. Like a little ketchup, tomato sauce, you know what I mean? And soy sauce. You know, I don't like it when my meat is red. I like to give it a dark shade. You know what I mean? Because as is, it needs some soy sauce in it. Just to give it a dark shade. You know what I mean? Yeah. So let's keep on tuning in, alright? Alright, so my seasonings are nicely cut up. As you can see, I build right from onion, tomato, scotch bonnet pepper, scallion, and thyme. You know what I mean? Yeah, for real. I already seasoned the meat with garlic and ginger, so I don't need to add no more garlic here or ginger. Alright? Alright, so while the meat still a cook, I'm going to go ahead and pour the seasonings. I'm going to pour the seasonings. Let me take the cover off. Then I'm going to pour the seasonings down. Leave them off in the pot, you know what I mean? Yeah, and if we can use a spoon and just kind of go in and just make a shift so that some of the seasonings can go down. You know what I mean? I don't want to have too much seasonings on top. I will allow some to be on top of them, but not too much. You feel me? Yeah, so I'm just going to go with the spoon and just touch the bottom of the pot. Touch the bottom of the pot, right? Then just shake it to allow some of the seasonings to go down. I don't want to have too much seasons on top, you know what I mean? So that, I guess, should be okay. Alright. Now I'm going to cover the pot. And the next time you see me come back is where I'm gonna add some soy sauce, right? Okay, I'm gonna add a little soy sauce just to give it a different shade, and then I'll be adding some ketchup and stuff for it, but that's gonna be after. Alright? Just keep on tuning in savory. Alright, so I'm going to open my soy sauce and I'm going to add a little soy sauce, put in the pots in, and this is just to enhance the color. I'm not going to add too much to it. Right? I don't need to stir it because it's a bubble, so you know, so by the time the sauce pour within the pot, you know what I mean, the color gonna change because the bubble, you know, so you know, so it's gonna take effect. I just want to give a dark shade, but I don't want to add too much to it. So I'm just adding a little, and then allow it to bubble, and then we can know where to stop, right? Alright, I think that's about it. That's about it right there. So next on the agenda, I'm going to get my ketchup and my barbecue sauce. You know what I mean? Yeah man, for real. And I'm going to add that to the pot. Alright? So let's keep on tuning in the same way, alright? Alright, so after adding the soy sauce and let it go and bubble, I'm gonna go in now with some barbecue sauce. If you notice, we see me pour in the barbecue sauce. Alright. Next I'll add in some Carl's tomato ketchup. So that's Carl's tomato ketchup, see it? Carl's. Alright. Then I'm going to hold the pot and then give it a shake. Right, I'm not going to stir it. Just hold the pot and give it a shake. Like so. But the handles are hot, I don't know why. Wow. Yeah, so let's hold the pot and give it a stir. Now give it a stir like so. I will call it shake and then just allow it to go on bubble same way, because the boiling process will eventually make the ketchup and the barbecue sauce dissolve within it, you know what I mean? So it won't be one area in the pot because of the boil, you know what I mean, or the bubble. So you know, so it's gonna blend up with everything in the pot. Alright, so I'm gonna give it approximately the next 10 to 15 minutes and that should be it. Alright. Now the rice is finished. Steam. Yeah man, so the flame is off. Alright, so it's just the meat now. Alright, so let's keep on tuning in the same way. You will see the result when I'm finished. Now guys, here's the finished result of my brown soup pork. And I'm telling you, the essence is kicking, guys. It's really kicking. And my meat is cooked to my suit. It is not falling off the bone. I don't like my meat falling off the bone. I want to take my meat off the bone, you know what I mean? That's just how I like to cook my kind of meat. Alright guys, so check it out. My brown soup pork is ready. Here is my Caribbean style rice and peas, and my rice is cooked shelly. I don't like it, my rice is lumpy. Furthermore, if you know me guys, I like to take time out to really do what I'm doing. I don't like to rush my thing, you know what I mean? Guys, it's always a pleasure to share with you what I prepare in my kitchen. So please remember to thumbs up the video, leave a valuable comment, share me out, subscribe to my channel and hit that post notification bell and allow it to be on all. That way you will be the first person to be notified when I drop a new video. Thank you for watching.